Hold on. That's better. A little bit. Hi, everyone. Getting our incense going. It is raining and pouring outside. I almost decided not to come out because I didn't want to have to go through the storm, but sit down. I'm going. Bit of a forest fire going over here. A little cleansing. That's nice. Hi. Hi, Cindy. How are you? How's it going? Can't get this to go in there. Go in. It went right in. How's everyone doing? What's new and exciting in the land of YouTube? We need some atmosphere in here. Hang on a second. I'm awesome. Doing very well, thank you. I can't. Don't show me that. I have to learn my lesson about reading my messages before I go live. Don't do that. That's a mistake. Okay. So I want to talk a little bit about like soul ascension work and for me, like, and for working through these books that you see back here. So it's not about darkness and, you know, doing dark I mean, it is, but it's not what its purpose is. That's part of it, and I'm okay with that part of it too, but you have to learn that it's really about working on yourself. And this line is driving me crazy. It's really about working on yourself and growth, you know, and getting rid of trauma that has happened to you in your life, and you know, cleaning up your insides, working through all that junk that you hold on to your whole life, you know, kind of thing. Hold on, Cindy, I'm trying to find it. And so and people think that it's just about witchcraft and you know, doing dark magic and blah blah blah, and that's not, you missed it. If that's what you think, you missed it. It's not what it's about. I mean, it can be if need be, like if you have to defend yourself or whatever, then it, of course you can. I mean, that's always there. The good with the bad, the light with the dark, you know, it's all part of it. There is no good or bad, it just is, kind of thing. So I just think that some people ask me questions like, if I'm worried about karma, or if I'm worried about, any of the threefold laws, or if I'm like, I get these questions all the time, and the answer is no. I don't worry about that. I don't believe in that. I mean, you have to understand that, I'm trying to choose my words carefully. You have to understand that it just is. You have to be okay with the light and the dark. And I don't worry about such nonsense. I'm not a Wiccan. I'm not Wicca. If someone comes for me, then I will curse them. I don't care. If, it doesn't matter. So, and I'm not trying to act like, a badass or anything like that, but it's my birthright to defend myself and my clients if I want to, and my children, and my family, and my animals, and my home. That's every witch's birthright, is to defend themselves. That's what magic's for. So, or to heal yourself, or whatever. Like, that's our birthright. But soul ascension work is different for me. It's not about witchcraft or being a witch. For me, it's about mastering myself. You need to learn how to master yourself and your abilities and your gifts, and being okay with all of your emotions and your feelings and your good and your bad and your light and dark and blah blah. Like, it's all of that, you know. And so if you've had a lot of if you're a witch, but okay, so if you're a witch and you've had a lot of traumatic experiences that have happened to you in your life, and it's showing up in your witchcraft, like it's affecting your spells, then you probably need to do, well, we call it shadow work. You need to find what it is that you're holding in there that's blocking you, or that's causing your stuff to go crazy, or whatever, and get rid of it, and that's what that's what it is. And that's why witches have to do shadow work. You have to do it. Disappointed. Why are you disappointed? But don't get me wrong, I do love to do malefic magic. It makes me very happy. I'm not gonna lie. But, whatever. Strong. One of my friends caught their temple on fire. Caught his temple on fire last night. Belial's altar caught fire. I was like, oh my gosh. But it's okay. It wasn't too bad of a fire, but all the ceiling and everything was all black. And that's really scary. I was like, oh my gosh. That scares me, because sometimes I forget to blow out candles sometimes. Okay. But usually I always tell Marana to keep an eye out, because she caught fire one time. And I wasn't here. I just came in the next day and her whole dress was burned. And I was like, how did that happen? She did though. Her whole dress, she must have put it out. So things happen. You know, we do that sometimes. Yeah. When you work with the elements, you gotta respect them. And like, make sure your candles are in a cauldron from now on. Yeah. Yep, today is Black Widow's birthday. She turned 40. So, anyways, just joking. But yeah, it was, so I was like, he was crying, very upset about his temple. I was like, oh my gosh, I could imagine. Oh, that was so scary. It's a really, it's a real thing. So anyway, so today, Black Widow got her Lucifer tattoo, and it's beautiful, and it looks so good. I'm just like, damn, I wish I could do that. It's so pretty. But lately, I cannot sleep very much. I had a cougar. I had a cougar in the astrals with me, acting very strange and peculiar. And so he was just following me around, and I went to pet it, and it was like, don't pet me. I was like, okay, don't bite me. But it was just wanted to be near me, wanted to be with me, and I was just like, okay. She's a beautiful cougar, and I didn't know if this giant serpent tried to coil it, and I was like, oh no, we gotta get it free, we gotta get it loose, and I was like gonna go down in there. It was like in this little ravine, and I was getting ready to go down there, and then she just walked out of it. She got right out of it. And then I was like, are you okay? Come over here so I could check you and make sure you're okay. And then she just kept following me around, and I thought it was her, or I don't know. I was trying to help it, but it kept a distance but stayed close, you know what I mean? So I was just like, okay. And of course, then I also had these three big dogs, 2 Rottweilers and a Bull Mastiff or a King Corso, I couldn't tell. And he was like a brindle color. And so, and then I had those with me, and I was like, what is going on? So yeah, I could just imagine. I could just imagine. I know what's going on. But it can be frustrating sometimes. fat. Let me see if it changes. Man, my EMFs are high right now. Let me see if it's because of my. Woo! They're really high. But yeah. But everything's good. I'm happy and good. Everybody's healthy, happy. And we had a police officer sitting in the driveway for a long time tonight. I was waiting for him to leave before I came walking out here in the rain. So he's just like sitting there. They like to park over there and try to catch cars speeding or whatever. But I was just like, I want to see what he's doing before I go out there. And my daughter got Black Widow this witchy kit for her birthday, and I was so impressed with it. It had a huge box like this with all these, I don't know, maybe 20 different herbs. It was incredible. I was like, wow, look at all these herbs you got. And there are like a good amount of herbs in it. And it had like everything, like an altar cloth and a thing to burn incense, a little spoon for your herbs, and all kinds, another kit of crystals. It had all kinds of nice things in there. I was really impressed with it. The amount of herbs that it came with though were like crazy. There's a lot of herbs. And then she had one of the witch's bells that goes on your door. It came with that. Candles. Everything was all in there. Bells. Altar cloth. Lots of stuff. All kinds of things. It was pretty impressive. Necklace. Yeah. And like a little crystal medallion. Very nice. Very nice gift. I was like, dang. I didn't get anything this cool for my birthday. Just saying. Yeah, a whole kit of crystals. It was so cool. I know. What did I get? I don't think I got anything. Did I get anything? What did she get me for my birthday? I'm gonna protest. I don't think she got me anything. What did she get me? Do you remember? What was it? I don't remember. Oh, pearls. That's right. She got me those pearls. I forgot about that. Yeah. So she got, for my birthday, she got me a bunch of pearls that are like, I don't know, do you guys ever see those people on TikTok who pull the pearls? They grow it in like their own analysis. They grow them in their own little ponds or whatever, I don't know. These oysters and then, or clams or whatever they come in, I don't freaking know. And then they take them out. And she bought me a shit ton of these pearls. And they're pretty, but okay. Yeah, I got a box of pearls. So yeah. better get some cool shit like you got next time. Shh. I'm like, dang, alright. I think they're still on the table. Here, hi. You're here. But they're pretty and all. I don't know what to do with them. I gave them to the, I put them on the altars and I gave them all to the gods. What? Oh. Yeah. Anyways. Caring. So yeah. Blackwood's getting old. She doesn't like to admit it, but it's true. And I can say shit like that because I'm older. So when you're older than everybody, then you could tell them they're getting old. And it's okay. Did you know that? It's true. If you want to get away with shit like that, you got to be the oldest. You got to be the oldest one. Otherwise, you can't say things like that. I'm the oldest one. I like it. I like being old. I'm not afraid of it. That just means that I have less time than you do on this planet. And that makes me happy. Oh, that smells amazing. I am Azula. We always tease each other about being old. I'm not the youngest. My little sister is the youngest. And she looks older than I do, so I'm good. It's, this is, Egyptian dragon. I think that's what it says. And I put it on the smudge wand, and it smells really good. Very nice, very nice. Well, I can't go out to the ant hill tonight because it's raining cats and dogs outside. So much for that. I have a little bit of stuff to do in the other temple tonight, maybe. And I have a lot of prosperity stuff that I want to do tonight. Accepted. What are you talking about? Let me see. Reduction. Hearing until guide, identity, me, accept it, reduction. No, thank you. Be saved by the rain. I know. It's alright. There's always tomorrow. It's tomorrow. Yep, and I think that other thing that I was talking about, Black Widow, I think we'll wait and do that on the full moon. I think that's a good idea. Life decent. Accept it. Okay. I wonder where Meow Meow's hiding. I'm going to do Friday. Yeah, when it's the full moon. Yeah. Yeah. It's a good time to do it. Yep. So, do you have a, Black Widow, do you have a cauldron? Did I give you a cauldron? I think I gave you one, right? Yeah, it is on the 21st. Just in a few days. Do you have a cauldron? Okay. That's good. That's all you need. It doesn't take a lot. I think you have one that's like yay big, right? Or do you have the little one? The buck moon, yeah. Yeah, that's the perfect size. You don't really need the big ones. The great big ones like the ones I have are like for, for putting like the little fire cauldrons inside. They're the water cauldrons. That's where I burn my candle. Yeah. Yep. It's the best place to do it. It's nice and safe in there. You don't have to worry about it too much. Yep. Yeah, we'll have to after we do our running around with Alyssa tomorrow, we'll go and get paint and stuff so you can paint your new altar table. Because I need to paint that other thing too, so I need to get that done. Yeah, we'll have some work to do tomorrow on that. Yep. And then, but yeah, we've just been busy around here, doing all kinds of things. But it's been good. Been keeping busy. And lots of spell work to do. I didn't have any curses to do last night. Isn't that crazy? No curses. So all I had was like prosperity and protection and things like that. I was like, dang. Oh, so we could talk a little bit about that too. So I think there's like 3 planets in retrograde right now, something like that. I am not an astrologer. I just kind of go by how I feel and what I'm seeing and what I'm being told. So I don't ever get into the whole astrology stuff, but I know that it does affect us. Like the planetary alignments do affect us. And I do pay attention to that because of how it's affecting my clients and things like that, because I have to find ways around it. And so Um, I'll do my castings around it. I'll talk to my guides and figure out ways to manipulate it to either use it to my benefit or, to counteract it or to somehow balance it out or whatever the case needs. I'll find a way. But that being said, I've noticed that a lot of people are kind of like, it's like the end of any moon cycle normally, like when you have to get rid of stuff that doesn't serve you anymore and clean out, things that are interfering with your peace or old debts that need to be paid off or things like just causing you chaos, and you need to like get rid of that stuff and find ways to start fresh and new. And I think I'm being told like um, around the 21st, around the full moon, and during that time, it should start getting easier. We're still going to be in retrogrades, but it goes into different areas and stuff. And I don't know what all that is. I haven't looked into it. Like I said, I'm not an astrologer. I don't geek out on that shit. And I just kind of go by what I'm being shown and told, like I said. So I think I'm being told that everything will start flowing more naturally around the 21st. It'll start getting easier. But right now, everything's just being shown to you on blast, like what you have to deal with, like what you need to get rid of. Everything's being exposed, if you will, things that you financially need to take care of, or this kind of thing. If you have stuff that you need to get paid off, or things that came up that you didn't even know you had, like there's always going to be stuff, and you need to find a way. It's being shown to you right now. You need to find a way to deal with it, do a prosperity, or do some prosperity work and things like that to help you get through this time. Some people, are being offered jobs, but they wanted a different one, but instead they're getting offered another one. I have like 3 different clients right now that this is happening to. They wanted this job over here, but instead they got offered this one. And maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's a better fit for you. Maybe that's the one you need to go to, even though you don't want that one. You wanted this one over here. Well, maybe this will get you in the door to do this. It's like kind of like you've got to take the steps. And or maybe that other job is better for you. You're more qualified for it. It'll fit better for this time in your life. There could be any number of reasons why they offered you the other one instead of the one you applied for. Maybe during the interviewing process they were like, oh my god, she would be perfect for this job instead of this job, kind of thing. Maybe they see something in you that you don't know. And so if a door opens, you should walk through it, especially in prosperity. Don't be so rigid. Don't be so like closed. Don't limit yourself, is what I'm trying to say, because it could end up being the biggest blessing. So take the chance. It's something you've been asking for, something you've been wanting, and it's probably better than what you were asking for you specifically. And so take it. Don't go, walk, do it. Don't be afraid. And if it doesn't work out, transfer back over to another department, or You know, try it for a while, learn what you can from it, and then keep applying for another one. Like, so what? You know, why limit yourself? Why complain about it? You know, it's like someone else I know. It's it's like this one girl I knew. I can't say that. This one person I knew who like was asking the gods for like $20,000, but then her to move, and then this house that she wanted, which was really cheap, and she could afford it, and everything like that came up sooner, and so she had to move into her new place with only $10,000 instead of 20. And all she did was complain that she didn't get the 20 that she asked for, and she only got the 10, but she got a house that she could afford with $10,000. And so it was just like, but wait, you know, look at the blessings, not, don't be negative, you know, like, it's a blessing. It's still a blessing. It might not be exactly what you asked for, but you're still being taken care of. You're still being blessed. You're still getting what you need. And so think of things like that. I know. And it was more than enough. More than enough. More than what that person needed to get things done. More than enough. But anyways, I'm just saying, just using that as an example. So try to keep that in mind. I mean, if it's like a huge pay cut and you wouldn't be able to pay your house payment and feed your family, then I could see you going, no, I can't take it because it's a huge pay cut and I can't afford to do that. I'll lose everything. Like, then I could see you not wanting to do it. But if it's not, it's just a different position or whatever, then, you know, take it. Go. Learn from it. Get all the information out of it that you can, have the experience. And then if you don't like it, transfer. That's all. Like I said, I have like 3 clients that are going through the same thing right now. And I really think that you should go. You should do it. Do it. Divine worlds. She said happy worlds, divine, and tourist. We have a lot of yes, technique. We have a lot of dead people around here right now, around the house, so I have to anxiously awaiting that full moon to like cross them all over and kind of lighten things up around here, because there's this one little girl and she keeps touching my arm. She likes to go, she touches my, and I'll just be sitting there and all of a sudden I'll feel her touch my arm and I'm just like, oh my gosh. And then earlier tonight I was in my room and I saw these three outlines of these tall men, and they were just like, they all their outlines looked the same, but there was three of them standing there, and I was just like, yeah, we got to get a crossing done because there's getting a build up. Getting a build up. Lover. So, trying to decide if I want to talk about this or not. I've been noticing, I was on YouTube and I was watching a documentary on witchcraft, and they were doing all these little photo skits and things like that in the graveyard, and they were talking about witches, and I just don't get it. Like, I don't know. It was weak. It was so weak. And I know I shouldn't have watched it before I came out here, but I did. And now I gotta talk about it. If you get on my YouTube and you go to watch history, you can see what I watched. And that's what I'm talking about. And it was so ridiculous. Because they were like in the graveyard going over the graves, you know. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like going to graveyards too. I go there sometimes. But dead people are everywhere. Spirits are all the fuck over the place. You can go to Walmart and probably see more of them than you can in the graveyard. You know what I'm saying? You can definitely go anywhere, especially in this town's really haunted. You could go to one time I went to up on Mesa Verde, and I hiked down to the bottom, and on my way back up I ran into this dead guy who had a heart attack going back up the hill. I was like, oh great. Well, yeah. You would think I would have ran into like some old Anastasies, you know? Some guy, some tourist who died, had a heart attack going back up the hill. That's what he told me anyways. So I was just like, okay. Sorry to hear that. Yeah. Yeah. But I could definitely see why, because it's quite the hike. But you know, I'm just saying, you don't have to like go to the graveyard and it all doesn't make you a witch. Just saying. I hate it when people try to like put on it, make it like a show, you know. It's your life. It's a life. It's your life. It's everyday life. It's not a show. I mean, and here I am on YouTube, but I'm not like, you know, trying to make it like theatrical. Because I don't think I am. I don't think I'm theatrical. Do you guys think I'm theatrical? I don't have a script. I don't like plot it out and have lines and dictate who can be a witch and who can't be a witch. And if you're a witch, you have to, you know, knock on the gates before you enter. And I don't know. course I leave offerings. Of course I'm respectful. Hi, Ty. Of course. Of course, I have rituals too, but you know, everybody has their own way, I suppose, of going into the graveyard. But when I go, I usually have a purpose, and I'm not trying to like pull a spirit out of its grave. And I don't have to go to a graveyard to cross dead people. I can do it right here at home. I don't have to go to the graveyard to cross them. And some people don't even do that. They don't even cross them. I'm like, so why are you there? Why are you bugging them? Are you trying to put them in a crystal? Are you trying to get them to go do work for you? Are you doing necromancy? What are you doing? What are you doing there? You know, what's your purpose? Are you just there for the video so you can act like, I mean, it's just, okay, whatever. It just bugs me. The fakeness bugs me. When I go, my routine when I go to the graveyard to collect graveyard dirt is I walk around until I find where I want to collect my dirt, and then I do a prayer to Hecate, and then I collect it in her name into a jar. And then I leave offerings, and I say thank you, you know, and I do it the correct way, you know. And then you can either leave coins or alcohol or flowers or whatever, however you wanna, however you feel led to leave offerings. And then when I leave, usually when you go through the gate of a graveyard, there's usually like 2 pillars on the sides up here, and then I put coins up there. I like put them way up there where no one else can see them, and I pay, you know, the gatekeeper. Like, thank you for allowing me to, you know, collect this offering in the name of Hecate or whatever. Here's offerings. And so I always keep like my little change thing in my car nice and full, so that when I have to go, I can just grab a handful of coins and, you know, and that's what I do. Or I'll leave, you know, I get those little shot of whiskey or whatever at the liquor store. I buy a lot of those because I use them during rites and stuff sometimes out in my circle. I'll put them around in the circle outside for offerings, and then when I'm doing circle work out there. So I usually have like a whole bunch of those, and if I'm going to ruins or to a gravesite or anything like that, I'll usually take a few of those, and then I usually just open it and just lean it, sit it there, and leave it as offering. Or I'll pour it out there. I've done that before. You know, or you can leave crystals. They like coins. You know, if you leave money there, they like the coins. I like to leave coins. Sometimes I went to this one grave, and this lady named Mary was buried there, and she wanted carnations. Hi, Ruby. She wanted carnations, so the next time I went there, I brought her and her whole family carnations and gave them all carnations, because that's what she told me she wanted. I was like, okay, Mary. But, you know, you just do things like that, and then if you build a relationship with them and you want them to do spell work for you, or you want to send them to go do some work for you, then they know you because you've been there before. You've built some type of respect and a relationship with them. Just like working with the gods, you don't just show up one day and go, hey, go do this for me. You got to go and do a little bit of, giving them gifts and just saying, hi, how's your day, and here's a flower, and that's it. And don't ask for anything for a few times, and then later, if you want something, you can go up to them and go, hey, you should do me this favor. Your cousin. No, I'm just kidding. You know what I mean? Like, you just gotta think about things like that a little differently. And but yeah, I haven't been to the graveyard actually in a minute. Well, that's not true. I did some work there, but besides that, I haven't. Like to collect graveyard dirt. I haven't been in a long time. What is that? I was for. What are you saying? Well, anyways, I'm just rambling on it all by myself. But I don't know. I just really, I just struggle when I see the fakeness of people on social media who are pretending to be something that they're not, and I guess it just kind of bugs me because I work really hard at what I do, and I do a lot of work on myself so that I can have clear connections, and I could connect to energy really well and easily, and I do a lot of work. It's a lot of work and a lot of devotion and dedication and all of that. And so when I see people making it so phony, it makes me really annoyed. But yeah, these ladies were just relationships are so important working with spiritual gods. Yep. That's the whole thing. You gotta do it. Also, I do want to say, if you come across a divot box buried somewhere, don't fucking open it, okay? Do not open it. Again, today, I saw someone find one in an old abandoned house, sealed in wax, and they freaking opened it. Don't open it. Don't be stupid. You don't know what's trapped in there. We trap things in there for a reason. Hello? Yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Sometimes. Okay. I don't know how to say it without fucking up. Okay. So sometimes people get bad spirits. We'll just say that. Bad spirits. on them. And then they'll have to have a practitioner come and remove it from them. So usually we'll just banish it to wherever it needs to go, right? Sometimes we'll have to put it in a little stone or something, in something. We have to put it in something. And then we'll put that something into a divot box, seal it shut, and then we'll usually put, well, I put like seals on it to contain it in there. And then they get buried somewhere. So if you come across it, if you come across the divot box, there's something in there that should not be freed. It's not a prize. It's not treasure. Okay? And you can always tell it's a divot box because it'll be sealed with wax. If it's just a treasure box, it'll just have like a little lock on it or something, and you can hear the money moving around in there, right? You know, but if you move it, shake it, and it feels like just a clump of something, don't open it. It's sealed with wax, don't open it. It's trapped in there for a reason. Because now, you just unleashed something that will curse you and your family and you're on down the line forever. Yep, that's it. You're dumb. So you gotta think about it, people. Oh, my curiosity. Fuck your curiosity. Don't be stupid. Don't open those divot boxes, you guys. And I know, like, some people are selling them. I mean, we went through that phase where people were just making them and selling them on eBay or some dumb shit, putting a little crystal in there, and those weren't even real ones, but, you know, whatever. So, or maybe they were putting shit in there just to curse people that are dumb enough to pay for cursing themselves. I don't know. But, yeah, it's true. People were buying them. Okay. I paid $100 for this divot box on eBay. It's supposed to have an evil spirit inside. We're going to open it and see what happens. Just for content. Yeah. It's like, wow. Everybody, let's go watch the train wreck, you know? But, so just don't open them, people. Don't open them. I mean, yeah, it's a mistake. I don't know how to put the spirit in a box. The dark mother helps me when I yeah, well, we're a little different. We're a little different kind of witches, but sad that anyone would do that just because they're curious. And mistakes are made every day. I mean, some of us really don't need to use a divot box, but sometimes I use them. I've used them occasionally, just as like, I don't know how to explain it. I can't really talk about it on here because it's a whole process. And yeah, but I've used them. I have a few of them that I have things trapped in there, but usually you don't have to do that. Usually, we can just call, you know, one of our guides or spirits to come and help us, but to deal with such things. But sometimes when you're taking it off of another person or a whole family or something like that, sometimes it helps to have something to remove it and put it into, and you just have to kind of be the conduit, and you're pulling it from here and putting it here, kind of thing. So sometimes you do that, and then you just put it in the divot box and bury it. Because a lot of times, I don't know if you want to call it like poltergeist activity, like it's just negative energies that have throughout the years like grown into this big cluster of pain in the ass for people, and they just travel down. It just travels down the family line, and you just need to you got to take it and put it in something else and just, lock it away. You got to pull it in life and death and then put it in there and then bury it. But it's just a lot of energy, a lot of, you really gotta make sure that you know what you're doing and that you have, the God's with you when you're doing it. I usually make sure I'm fully in possession, and then I just do it. And but yeah. Anyways, don't open the divot box. It's simple enough, right? And that's not hard. Just don't do it. Simple. I know. Alright, you guys. Well, it's been real and fun. And I'm going to go ahead and get off of here and get set up. Hi, Heavy C. And get set up for tonight's work. And I will talk to you guys soon. Have a great night. Peace out. Bye.